All right, today we are breaking down a system that wants to completely flip the script on loyalty programs, and it's all powered by the blockchain. It's called Kickback Rewards. The main idea? To turn the money you're already spending into a real asset that actually grows. Let's get into it. I mean, that's the core promise right there. Just imagine that for a second. The idea is that your daily coffee run or your grocery bills shouldn't just be, an expense. It should be an opportunity to earn something real, something that could even grow over time. It's a really powerful hook, so let's see how they actually plan to pull it off. So, here's our game plan for this explainer. First, we'll hit the big, high-level concept. Then, we'll dive into the nitty-gritty of how the tech works. After that, we'll explore who actually benefits from this system, look at the money behind it, and finally, check out the really ambitious long-term vision. Okay, so let's start with that big idea. The fundamental shift here is all about reframing how you think about spending. It's not just a transaction that's over and done with. The goal is to make it the first step in building a real, tangible asset. You see, the concept is actually pretty straightforward. The whole point is to use blockchain technology to capture a little bit of value from all the things you already do, shopping, eating out, you name it, and turn that into real, concrete rewards for you. So, the big idea sounds fantastic, right? But you're probably wondering, how does it actually work? Well, the secret sauce, if you will, is a concept they call proof of participation. Now, this is what makes it so different. You've probably heard of Bitcoin's proof of work, which uses a mind-boggling amount of electricity and computing power. While proof of participation, or POP, is basically the polar opposite. It rewards you for real-world stuff, for your everyday life. Your shopping receipt becomes the proof, not some giant server farm. And for you, the user, it's designed to be incredibly easy. Seriously, it's just 3 steps. You pay your bill like you normally would, you scan a special QR code with your crypto wallet, and bam, you instantly get your reward tokens. That is it. Simple. And here's the really crucial part. It's designed to be totally frictionless. You don't have to download a new app or anything. It just works with an existing Cardano wallet. The transfers take like 2 or 3 seconds. And because it's all on the blockchain, it's global, totally transparent, and way more energy efficient. Okay, so who actually benefits from all this technology? Well, the system is designed to be a win-win-win. It's built for 3 key groups: the customers, the affiliates who spread the word, and of course the merchants. Let's break down what's in it for each of them. For you, the customer, think of this like loyalty points on steroids. You can earn a really significant percentage back on your purchases, all in these KBR tokens. The best part? These points never expire, and you can use them anywhere in the network. You're basically turning your spending habits into an actual earning stream. Now for affiliates, the people bringing new users in, the model is all about creating long-term income. You're not just getting a one-time bonus. Nope, you earn a cut of everything the people you refer spend, for life. And this is where the blockchain just shines. Every single commission is tracked on-chain, so it's all transparent. No arguments, no questions. And what about the merchants? For them, this is basically a solution to some of their biggest problems. They get this powerful tool to bring in new customers and keep them coming back, with analytics and everything built in, at 0 extra cost. The rewards they give out, that's just a tax-deductible advertising expense. And every customer they sign up could bring them even more business. Okay, the incentives all seem to line up. But what's actually fueling this whole machine? Let's get into the economics of it and the 2-token system that makes it all go. So the whole thing is funded by a single, pretty small 2.5% fee on every single transaction. And just to put that in perspective, that's often less than what businesses already pay in credit card fees. And as you're about to see, a huge piece of that pie goes right back to the users. So check this out. Where does that fee go? A whopping 60% of it is paid right back out to the affiliates, the very people who are growing the network. The other 40% goes to running the platform and, funding future improvements and innovation. Now, to make this work, there are 2 different cryptocurrencies you need to know about. First, you have the KBR token. Think of this as the workhorse. It's what you earn and spend every day. But then there's the KBRC coin. This one is scarce, kind of like Bitcoin. And holding it gives you a real ownership stake in the network, including voting rights on where the platform goes next. So what does that little 2.5% fee add up to? Well, the source material projects that by year 3, the platform could be doing enough business to generate over $62 million in revenue. A year! That's some serious volume. With that kind of economic engine humming along, what's the long-term play? Well, This is where we get into the future of the network and its really, really ambitious potential. See, the whole model hinges on something called network effects. The idea is that once you hit a certain tipping point, let's say 1 million people spending a couple $1,000s a year, the system becomes a self-feeding engine. More users attract more stores, which makes the rewards more valuable for users, and the whole cycle just spins faster and faster. And this is the potential grand prize. As the network gets bigger and the transaction volume just explodes, the demand for that scarce, valuable KBRC governance coin is expected to go through the roof. The source suggests a potential, get this, 500-fold increase in its value. That is a massive incentive for the people who get in early and accumulate it. So that really brings us to the final big question. By turning our daily spending into an actual asset and by perfectly aligning the incentives for customers, merchants, and affiliates, could this model actually be the future of commerce? It is a bold, bold vision, for sure. And I guess it all comes down to whether it can actually reach that critical mass.